Hello everyone, this is Lorena and I'm back with another Duelist video. This time with the second run of this event. I do realize that right now the first run is being uploaded, but this is the second run and we'll see how this goes. By the way, I just got a new device. My headset died and it's my fault. I mean, I thought that I dropped it and that was the issue, but after last night, something stupid happened and it just kind of died. All of it. There was just no salvaging it. I was trying to salvage it and then I killed it. I did not mean to do that. Anyway, I have to do a mission where Yugo destroys Jack. I'm not sure if this will happen because, well, Yugo has to do this with... Okay, well, he won. That was fast. I did not expect him to be that fast, but okay. Alright, that was interesting. I definitely enjoyed that. I can proceed to cover the actual event anytime I want. Let me collect the reward, and I'm going into ranked right now. I want this. Yeah, the Chronicle chips. And I know that I'm a bit loud because I'm on a new device, but I mean, it's been a while, so... What do I mean by it's been a while? Well, it's been a number of days. Anyway, I'm uploading videos, and the first part for this event will come out while the second run is ongoing. And I made sure to specify that I'm covering the first run in those videos to avoid confusion. But I thought the event was going to end tonight, but it's tomorrow night that it ends, which is good for my sanity because I really don't want to record everything in one sitting. And now what is not good for my sanity is having to duel Merrick again. Really, either one, take our pick. They're basically doing the same shit. Like, one is more evil, and then there's one that's less evil. But they both did some shit. Yeah, I'm really not going to defend any Merrick at this point. Okay, hold on. My opponent may want to be informed that my headphones are a bit loud sometimes. I had to turn down the volume. Yes, in the middle of my turn. I wasn't really going to do much, to be honest. Okay, I despise that move. How did you know to destroy it? How did you know which card to... Oh, well, you know what? That changes everything. Now let me guess what you're going to do next. Well, that's close. That is pretty damn close, to be honest. Okay, and... okay, you really have to stop doing that. I want to kill it, but I can't, because he's Book of Eclipse. How dare he do that? You know, I could put that card in my deck if I wanted to. I really just don't think that would be a good idea. I mean, my deck has to have some weaknesses. Granted, I think I'm the main weakness for it, to be fair. Although I have seen duels of players with this deck losing against the same decks as me. So, that is reassuring, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. Okay, thanks, the duel's over. I'm supposed to win a couple more, and this is not a win. I'm just saying that was a loss. That was stupid. But okay then. I cannot believe that I was obsessed with Merrick at any point. Okay, the normal one, actually, okay, I can see it. But Yummy Merrick, I do not understand. But who understands my brain? Well, I certainly don't. I know I'm the one using it, but that doesn't mean I understand it. Okay, hold on. You may know that I've got an issue, and that means I have to duel the legendary NGX world at all times. Specifically because I am obsessed. And this isn't even my worst obsession. My worst obsession was Yummy Merrick. That was the worst one. I don't know why I was obsessed with someone that would torture me to death, but okay, sure. I mean, you could make a decent argument that I would also be tortured to death if I was, well, you know, it's kind of hard to torture me to death when someone fused their soul with yours. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't actually think that Yubel would torture me to death. I mean, it would be painful, but there's kind of a difference because Yubel has more redeeming qualities than Yummy Merrick, and there is no defending. There is no defending Yummy Merrick here. His only redeeming quality is aesthetic appeal. Maybe like, what the hell does that mean? I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to say this. I was a minor when DM aired, okay? Give me a break. I was in middle school. And then I was in high school. I barely remember high school, but high school is when I got obsessed with Yummy Merrick. Right around the time that GX was airing. And then I was obsessed with Yummy Merrick while season 3 was airing. And, why am I watching this? I can just watch DM if I want to see this. Alright, well that was interesting. I cannot believe I rambled just that much, but okay. I did not want to be destroyed, even though that just happened. Anyway, I will not lose this. You know, I actually encountered the Supreme King in Ranked recently. I'm just like, okay, what is this guy using? Because I'm sure he can't be using what I was using when I was the Supreme King, right? Because obviously that'd be stupid. And he was using exactly what I was expecting. And I destroyed him in exactly the same way any other player would have destroyed me if I decided to go back to using evil heroes. Because that deck is just so easy to destroy now. And I mean, I love playing that deck, but it's just not viable in Ranked anymore. My deck proves it. I destroyed it with my deck. Although, I mean, honestly, I even had, let's see, I think I had Mystical Space Typhoon even. If we even wanted to argue that his castle would have saved him, no. No, it would not have done that. Because I could have destroyed it. But he didn't even play it. And I destroyed him. It was fun. It was really fun, you know, just like I just killed him. Right. Okay, sure. Anyway, I think this is supposed to be an event. I'm supposed to be covering an event. Yeah, your power isn't enough, and neither is your darkness, because that's not good enough for anything. Go get some actual skill. I say as if I have skill. I really don't. But I do get wins on occasion, so I'm doing good enough for me at the very least. And Yugo won, so I'm just gonna go back to playing as Declan. Yeah, Declan. I do not have to duel. I completed the entire event the first time. I'm just going to cover the event again because I'm sure I can come up with some new jokes. New jokes, always great. Now let's see what jokes I come up with. I opened the event with Yugo at least. Yugo just took out Jack Atlas. Although that lasted like a minute. It was only a minute. Okay, so the Synchro Dimension is basically... We're not discussing the Synchro Dimension immediately, but hold on. I think we spent too long in the Synchro Dimension, but the Synchro Dimension arc reminds me of how I feel this year. Although it might be how I feel next year as well, I'm just not sure. Anyway, your dual discs have been installed with new tech that enables them to activate action fields. Okay, that's good to know. Pendulum summoning and action cards are two weapons that our adversary do not have. Wait, hold on. Pendulum summoning and action cards are two weapons that our adversary does not have. Well, good. Although the adversary kind of sucks. I'll just be real. Prepare to teleport. Activate your cards in 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone is teleporting. Hang in there. I swear I'll save you. And then I'll cry for the rest of the series. I mean, what? Yuzu. Why did Yuzu have to be kidnapped so much? Honestly. Wakey, wakey. Hello? Uh-huh? Where am I? This place is my home. Welcome to the Synchro Dimension. Oh god, the Synchro Dimension. Well, it brings back memories. I recorded this event in December, so, you know. The Synchro Dimension, but I'm supposed to be in the middle of a battle royale. You are? Not anymore. You are? This guy who looked like Yuya was after me, but my bracelet glowed. That must be how he ended up in the Synchro Dimension. You're like Yuya's twin. I mean triplet. I mean quadruplet. What's your name again? Was it Yo-Yo? Well, no. Yo-Yo? What the hell? I'm guessing it's not. My name is Yugo, not Yo-Yo. Get it right. Well, it's better than being called a no-go. You really aren't Rin. There's no way Rin would ever get my name wrong. What if she's brainwashed? Then she would get your name wrong. Rin. Yugo, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy who came after me also took Rin. You're telling me you met the creep who has Rin? Yeah, I do headcanon him as pretty damn creepy. Like, I don't want to even talk about why or how. Just, dear God, arrest him. I wish I could have been able to stop that guy, but once my bracelet came on, he vanished. Wow. That's weird. And when my bracelet glowed with you, I thought you'd vanish too. But it sent me away. Well, until we find you a way home, New Domino City isn't a bad place to be. Most of the time. Most of the time? No. No, I would disagree with you. I think there are issues in... No, Yugo, that's not true, ever. Just, no. But I've never been to another dimension before. Oh, don't worry, Yuzu. You're still alive, so the planet is habitable. And humans are on it, and you're safe. You can eat food here and everything. I remember how freaked out I was the first time I got sent to another dimension. Oh my god, he's just like, first time? Yes, it was our first time! And here's the creep. Oh god. Dude, just look at him and how creepy he is. Okay, I know that's a silhouette, but I can see of what he looks like, even though you can't because the settings. Yeah, I know. But you guys know who this is anyway, because Yuri is right there. His name is right there. And he is just so creepy. I don't know why he gives off creep factor, but it's not just a kidnapping. He's just so creepy without it. Is it his dragon? Is that the problem? Anyway, you're coming with me. You can do this the hard way. You're coming with me. You can do this the easy way or the hard way. I hope it's the hard way. I think this is why I think he's a creep. Because he likes the hard way, and that can be interpreted in so many wrong ways. Let Rin go, creep! And don't do anything crazy. You got that? I'm sorry, but crazy is what I do best. Bye-bye! Ugh! Rin! Okay, you know what? I'm done with this anime name yelling bullshit. I'm just getting flashbacks. Huh? A clear-winged synchro dragon? Why are you glowing? I don't know, but your dragon needs to get checked for, I don't know. I think your dragon needs help. Does your dragon have a professional that he can see? I guess not. The next thing I knew, I found myself in a place called Heartland City, in the Xyz dimension. In the Xyz dimension? Rin, it's me, your best bud. I know you're around here. And best bud, but Rin doesn't really treat him like her best bud, if we're being honest. She kind of acts like a tsundere. She definitely has a crush on Yugo. Definitely. It's you again. Give Rin back and I might go easy on you. Hold on, Yugo. You're not the only one who's been through this. Are you threatening me? What? Because you and your scooter don't scare me. Watch your words, pal. Nobody, this is my ride. You just started something you can't finish. What, just because he dished your ride? I mean, I prefer Jack Atlas's ride, but okay, sure. Bring it on. Oh, it's brought. Let's duel. Okay, that is a weird reason to duel, but okay, sure. I come up with weird reasons to duel all the time. Oh, trust me. You know who that guy was, don't you? He's the crazy creepazoid who snatched Rin. I can't wait till I get another shot at taking him down. Yeah, but you failed. You're wrong. That was Yuto. He's on a mission to save his friend's sister, Lulu, just like you. The only one missing from this freaky foursome is Yuya. Foursome? Yeah, that can also be misinterpreted in a number of ways. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that you four are totally linked together. Yeah, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that there are other people linked together. You know, you, Selena, Rin, Lulu. All four of you, Yuzu. And it's the same for me. Because Rin's not the only one who looks like me. There are two other girls. I mentioned Lulu. The other is Selena. Let's piece together what we know. There are 4 dimensions. Only 4? A fusion, synchro, Xyz, and standard. A Duel Academy is in the fusion dimension, and they're trying to unite all 4 dimensions into one. Yeah, that doesn't even fix anything. Why would they do that? Grieving parents are insane. A Duel Academy's leader, the professor, gave the order to capture girls who look like me. But I still don't understand why the professor wants to bring the 4 of us together. What makes you, what makes me, what makes any of us so special? Eek! Uh-oh. The villa is for topsiders only, not commons. Topsiders? Really? We've got trespassers. Call sector security. Why did we have to get out of there so fast? We were in a restricted tops-only area. That's off limits to us. Why? Why is it off limits for you? That's stupid. Topsiders are the haves of society, who possess all the wealth and power in Neo-Domino City. The winners get to keep everything, and the losers are left with nothing. And the topsiders get to make all the rules. Topsiders call people like me as the commons. If we disappeared, they wouldn't blink an eye. There's only one way to get out of the slums, and it's to win. Rin and I decided from the start that our dueling skills would make us winners. Like our hero, Jack Atlas, the only duelist from the commons to win the biggest tournament in the whole world. This is sector security. To the white duel runner, pull over immediately. Officer reports a duel runner is defying orders to stop. Officer requests permission to engage. Request is approved. You have permission to do what's necessary to subdue those who defy security. I get the message loud and clear, sir. I activate the field spell. Speed World Neo. You know, I never did ask your name. Oh yeah, he didn't. Oh, it's Yuzu. Get ready for the ride of your life, Yuzu. Because we're going supersonic. Oh dear God. Are you seriously going to duel that guy and drive this thing at the same time? Of course. Let's duel. Yeah, that's weird, right? Anyway, guys, that's going to try things up for this video. In the next video, maybe I can be a bit less loud. I don't know if I can actually hold myself to that. Hold on. I lowered the volume a little bit because I know I want to be loud during this event, but eventually I will have to stop being so loud.